like to call to order the Westmont Village Board meeting of February 22nd, 2024 to order at 6 o'clock p.m. and ask Clerk Simke for a roll call, please.
Mayor Gunter?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Barker?
Here.
Trustee Brady?
Yes, here.
Trustee Guzzo?
Here.
Trustee Little?
Here.
Trustee Nero?
Here.
Trustee Simonovich?
Here.
Attorney Laparella?
Anne-Marie.
Anne Marie,
It's fine. Here.
Manager May?
Here.
Assistant Manager Parker?
Here. Would everybody please rise and join the Boy Scouts in the Pledge of Allegiance? Lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone tonight. Got a good crowd here, and I'll get to the Boy Scouts in a minute. They're here because we're honoring some Eagle Scouts. I understand there's 5 of them. But the first item was open forum. I do have 3 requests, but 2 of them are agenda items, and they can be addressed when the item comes on the agenda, unless, of course, you come up, but you'll have an opportunity, if it's agenda item, to discuss those items. But I do have one from Vaso Okus. If I ruin that, you can come up to the podium.
57th
Yeah,
Street.
I said it wrong. Vasco, how do you say it?
Vasilauskas.
Yeah, that's easy.
Vasilauskas,
Your address?
55 West 57th Street. So I have, I'm here because I need to get guided how to get the Westmont Village regulations for residential properties, talking like how many cars you could park in the in the front of the house, boats, dirt bikes, garbage maintenance, and stuff like that, like the guide, like what I would have it. And I have some what I would like to share, if I could leave it with you.
You could give it to the police chief, and he'll make sure to pass it around.
Sure.
And this is 50, is this a dead-end street, 57?
Correct.
So it's a cul-de-sac or just?
So here it's like, once you see it, you're gonna see like why we wanna do improvement. And it's like, either the kids already asking, why is our road like this? Like, why we can have normal, you know, like garbage all over? The kids already addressing that, and this is not something you want to raise your kids in, that environment. So I would like to get village help to guide how to improve that.
And I see you asked various questions. We can have staff respond to you. Is there a public street going into?
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
So that, and for open forum, and we're happy to take your comments, but to collect the information, you'll be connected with the Community Development Department that I understand you might have already spoken with.
Yep.
Where you're located, just for information, is not, where part of it's a public street, but you're back in an area that's all private streets. So the regulations and property maintenance and code enforcement would all be addressed that same way, but it's not, when you talk about the condition of the road, that's not.
This is like today not about the road, it's more about the basic regulations.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Every Westmont Village resident should follow. We following, and we would like ours to follow, and we would like to see what are those regulations. Like I mentioned, like how many cars you could park. The thing, if it's Friday, pick up the garbage, does the garbage could stay all week dumped in the grass, or it has to be pulled towards the house. The things like if garbage flips over, it's my responsibility to go pick up and put it back so it would look representable. Things like in residential area parking, 4 to 7 plowing trucks parked in the grass area is not gravelled. So parked in the grass area, and those cars do not live in that house. We just bring it the commercial cars and park. Other things in the backyard, in the grass park, trailers and jet skis. And our concern is like the mailbox. It's been moved. I cannot step in that far when it's muddy to get my mail. That's it.
We'll have staff get back to you.
Sure.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you.
I do have Mr. Willis. Do you want to speak now or wait till the agenda item comes up? Okay, thank you. And anybody else in open forum? Seeing none, I'll close open forum, and I'm going to open up my remarks with I'd like to take a moment to recognize that 1 year ago, on February 23rd, 2023, our community endured a great tragedy. Lifelong resident and Village of Westmont Public Works employee Matt Hayden died in a tragic workplace accident. At this time, I would invite everyone to join me in a moment of silence in his memory. Thank you. All right, moving on to Mayor's report. First one, of course, is today we're gonna recognize 5 Eagle Scouts and recognize them and ask them to then give us a little bit of history, how they become, what project they did. I understand there's a project, so Eagle Scouts, and this is a great honor to have 5 individuals here. I do have some certificates for them, and we'll get presented to you, but I'll ask all one at a time to go up, and then I'll present it to you after you speak, and we'll call the next one. First one I got is Mark Mikulak.
Hello. So I am an Eagle Scout. I actually became an Eagle Scout almost 2 years ago. I am now off at college. It's been a long time. But my project was seed identification signs for the DuPage Forest Preserve. So they run volunteer days where people can come and help collect seeds, and my goal was to create signs that then the volunteers could look at and identify the plants, know a little bit more about them, know a little bit more about the seeds that they're collecting, as well as the purpose of the preservation of that seed. So it's my honor to be an Eagle Scout. I've been with the troop for many years, and it's amazing to see everyone here, including all the new Scouts I have not seen. So thank you.
Thank you. Stick around because we're going to get all the Eagle Scouts up here to take a picture. Thomas Niemeyer.
Uh-oh. I am not Tommy Niemeyer. Tommy got his Eagle about 1.5 years ago as well. He's the same age as Mark. He's at college and was not able to come back. But his project was a great one. When he was very young, he had cancer. And to keep his mind fresh and stuff, he decided, he was so thankful for the hospital work that he created a toy drive locally and gave the proceeds of the toy drive to the Children's Hospital. So then for his Eagle project, he rebuilt that program and handed it off to National Honor Society at our Westmont High School. So we built the program, gave them all the boxes and everything necessary to make it an annual event. And they just did the event again just a couple weeks ago.
Great
So
event.
really very proud of
And
them.
on behalf of I'll be sure to get it. Mr. George Mack.
Yes, don't worry, I know how to start. I recently became an Eagle Scout I would say 4 months ago. Was certified an Eagle back in November, December. But basically, what my project is that I refurbished or created new signs for the Westmont High School craft show that would be placed around Oakwood.
Good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Josh Graham.
Good evening, everyone. Back in my sophomore year of high school, I took an AP environmental course, and what I found out was really troubling because apparently thousands of pounds of recyclable materials end up into landfills every single year just because they're mixed or because they're sorted wrong, and all of this could be prevented. So I decided to make a project for the Village of Westmont, working alongside Mr. McIntyre, special thanks to him, and also both my parents, to come up with a way to help the public know what can go into a recycling bin, specifically in our town, because that information isn't super public. And so this was an educational program to help reduce the amount of plastics that end up in the landfill every year and promote the recycling of not only just our town, but of the entire region. Thank you.
Bruce, was he involved?
Sure.
You were involved, Bruce. Wait, our environmental improvement.
We got a new committee member, I think.
You get an Eagle Scout? Congratulations.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wyatt Riama.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, my name's Wyatt. My Eagle Scout project, we worked with the Hinsdale Humane Society, and for my project we did feral cat shelters for the winter. So feral cats are very helpful for maintaining like low rodent populations and everything. So we built small like plastic boxes with like straw and everything to keep them warm throughout the winter. So we built 9 of those, and then we also, because I got a lot of extra funding, we used that to place benches, and we built benches to put around the Humane Society there so their dog walkers could have a place to sit down and relax. And yeah.
Very nice.
Can I ask the 5 Eagle, you get the 5 Eagle Scouts, come on up, we'll get a picture. Eagles, it's unbelievable the amount of work you did to earn this. So we want to make sure you all get the scout leader. Again, congratulations, guys. From what I understand, I'm going to be meeting with a group of Boy Scouts after this meeting in my office, so I look forward to that. I have a couple more items. This is, and I'd ask Larry Forsberg, our Executive Director of the Chamber, to tell us a little bit about Westmont Restaurant Week.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Village Board members. Today, February 22nd, is the start of the 8th Annual Westmont Restaurant Week, and it runs through Sunday, March 3rd. We have 22 participating restaurants, all types of menus. All the menus and listing of restaurants are available at westmontchamber.com. And I encourage you to go there to take a look. There's some great values and some great range of things. You'll also have a chance to see us tomorrow on WJN-TV with Sarah Ginger at 3 o'clock. You'll see us Monday morning on NBC5 at 11:30, and through the magic of TV, we'll be on ABBC 7 at 11:45 a.m. on Monday morning, so, and hopefully on WGN Radio. So you'll see a lot of information about it, but go out, have some fun, have a great meal with some good friends and family, and also while you're doing that, please vote for your favorite restaurants. This year, for the first time ever, we're running the Reader's Choice, where you vote for your favorite restaurant, favorite burger, favorite pizzas, guys, and have some fun with that. And that will run through the same dates, February 22nd through March 3rd. So enjoy.
And those award winners will be announced at the annual
They will be announced April 29th at the Community Awards Dinner, and the website is westmontchamber.com to look at the menus and all the options. Thanks.
Thank you. There will be coffee with me, the mayor, at the library on March 23rd at 10 a.m. Anybody wants to come out, just an informal way to meet and greet and answer some questions if you have any. And along with the awards banquet, we're going to also name the Westmont Citizen of the Year. Nominations are being accepted for the 28th annual Westmont Citizen of the Year. They're due by March 1st. Nomination forms are available at Village Hall, Westmont Train Station, Westmont Center, and of course online at westmontchamber.com. So if you know someone who has been real active and volunteering this past year, please nominate them. It's an honor to award that on that evening. Clerk Simsky.
I just have a couple of announcements. The village offices will be closed on March 29th and May 27th. So if you get a chance, write it down. We'll remind you, I'm sure, of that again. But just wanted to let you know. And early voting at the Westmont Library is going on now through March 18th. So details are on the website. So you can go vote.
Thank you. We'll go to Trustee Little, Administration and Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. We had an Administration Finance Committee meeting just earlier, previous to this meeting. Our next one will be held April the 4th at 4:30 right here in Village Hall. Coverage from tonight's meeting, I'll keep it real short and sweet. Public Works capital improvement projects, they talked about the streetscape on Quincy, sidewalks in Newfield Manor, Central Business District lighting, and more. We had a discussion from PMA, our company that invests our village money and tracks trends and makes recommendations for how we invest, and then also pay for performance system. Additional information has been requested by the board, so more of that will be determined at a later date. In addition, the Park District Winter Beer Festival was held last Saturday. There were over nearly 700 participants, and local brewers from Illinois came to showcase their beer offerings, which totaled over 50 different kinds of beers. Hiring. The village is now hiring. A search is underway for the village's next finance director. More details on the position and how to apply, please visit the Employment Opportunities section of the village website. Westmont e-News, remember to sign up for our Westmont e-newsletter, which is sent out every other Friday. It's kind of a way to catch up on what's happening in Westmont. And spring has sprung. We have our window murals. Westmont village businesses can go online to get information and set up to have their business windows painted with wonderful spring-themed murals. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Trustee Nero, Public Works Committee.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of items. Our next Public Works Committee is March 21st, 4:30, right here at Village Hall. And as Trustee Little just mentioned, prior to this meeting, we did dive into a capital improvement program special meeting that was combined. She mentioned a few of the items. A couple other things we did discuss was the north elevated water tank, vehicle replacements, and the famous residential alleys. So expect a lot more information on that to come as we get through our budget. And last but not least, Adopt a Planner sign up is officially on, so please check on the village website. It does go pretty quick, so I know there's still a few left, so please check on if you want to adopt a planner. It's a fun program, and that is all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Simonovich, the Police Public Safety Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. The next Police Public Safety Committee meeting will be on April 18th at 4:30 here at Village Hall. The police department is hosting another paper shred fundraiser for Special Olympics April 13th at the police department at 500 North Cass. And the DEA Drug Take Back Day will be April 27th at the police department at 500 North Cass, as well as at Mariano's on 63rd Street. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Brady, Community Development.
The 2024 zoning map will be considered for adoption at the May 7th Village Board meeting. I want to mention one thing about Boy Scouts. I was a first-class Boy Scout, never got to be an Eagle Scout, but spent several years in the U.S. Army, and a good friend of mine is a human resource person for a large corporation, and he gets hundreds of resumes each week. And anytime he sees a resume with an Eagle Scout on there, that goes to the top of the pile. And we'll always keep that for the future in mind. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Johanna Guzzo, Fire and Public Safety.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting will be March 7th here at 4:30. Everyone is invited to attend. And as a reminder, Westmont Fire Chief Steve Riley wants to remind residents to leave fireworks to the professionals and do not let children play with fireworks. And last but not least, it's that time of year again, our Knights of Columbus is doing their weekly fish fries on Friday during the Lent season. For those of you who don't know where the Knights Hall is, it's 25 North Cass Avenue. It's open to the public and it's on Fridays from 5 to 8 p.m. Come on out, see all your neighbors, all your friends, and have a great dinner as well. Thank you, Mayor.
They do a great job. Trustee Barker, Environmental Improvement Committee in Westmont First.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next Environmental Improvement Committee will be March 3rd, 5:30 here in Village Hall. We have a recycling and more events coming up. Will be 2 electronics and more special recycling events in 2024. The first one is April 6th, and the second one is November 23rd. Complete details have been published on the village website. So when you're doing your spring cleaning, now is the time, right? We also have the No Motel Mother's Day. Sign up is available on the village website. To be part of the program, you must sign up. The Environmental Improvement Committee 2023 Annual Report and 2024 Goals. We're currently working on those, and we'll bring those to the village board at an admin finance committee meeting, so you can see what their accomplishments are from those great volunteers, and also where they want to go in 2024 as a goal-setting exercise. The library has a garden expo on April 27th, and the details are on the village website. And lastly, the tree seedling giveaway is also, there's a sign up and a request to receive various tree seedling species in time for Arbor Day. So if you want some trees, check that out. It's a good way to repopulate those that we lose through disease or chainsaws, right? Thank you.
Well, thank you. We'll move on to the agenda. Does anybody have any items they want removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I'd ask Manager May to please read.
We have a short consent agenda this evening. First item are village board minutes. Board to consider approving the minutes of the village board meeting held February 8th, 2024. Next is finance ordinance number 2 in the aggregate amount of $2,276,990.27. There is one purchase order, Safe Step LLC. This is for, it says concrete sidewalk cutting, but it's the grinding services for the trip hazards like we were describing at committee. For Safe Step, it's $25,000 for the whole program, but we'll pay off of that. It's just encumbering the $25,000 for that work. If you add the finance ordinance together with the purchase order, the total is $2,301,990.27. And that's the consent agenda this evening.
Do you have a motion to approve as read?
Motion to approve is read, Little.
Second. Motion made and second. Any comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Motion passes. Before I move on to new business, I neglected to recognize those individuals who helped get them the Eagle Scouts. So those leaders, raise your hand or stand up. I think a couple of them are standing up. Where are you? There. Without your dedication, I'm sure a lot of them could not get their Eagle Scouts. Some of them would have, maybe all of them, but you guys are wonderful. You're donating time. New business, 34 North Cass, Beauty and the Baker. Board to consider ordinances approving requests from Martinez and Navarrete Holding, pardon?
Navarrete.
Navarrete Holdings LLC for Beauty and the Baker LLC regarding the property located at 34 North Cass Avenue, Westmont, Illinois, for the following. 1, site and landscaping plan approval, and 2, downtown incentive program grant. I'm going to turn it to our senior planner.
Thank you. So we have 2 items, as the mayor just noted, site and landscape approval, as well as our new downtown incentive program we've called the DIP. At the meeting on February 22nd, Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of these items. The project itself has substantial improvements to the rear of the property, including ADA access, and is going to be one of the first businesses to take advantage of the rear parking lot, the public parking lot, to provide access to the rear that is distinguishable from the other businesses. In addition, they're also doing some substantial changes to the front. For those changes to the rear and front, they're also requesting DIP grant funding. There is a memo provided in your packet regarding the DIP grant funding. I can try to answer some questions regarding that, but the overall amount would be $23,000 for the DIP grant funding. And the petitioner and the business owners and property owners are here if you have questions for them.
They'd like to come up to the podium and comment on your business and maybe the time frame. But again, they would be the first business to receive the DIP.
Correct. We have multiple businesses from past projects that we're looking through currently, and they would be the first ones to get the new grant funding.
Welcome.
Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Marco. I am the owner and property owner of 34 North Cass. I met a lot of you 2 years ago almost when we first introduced ourselves for the business license. I'm here to answer any questions. We're still, hoping to open soon in our new building, but I'm welcome to answer any questions.
We're excited about you opening. I heard, you probably have heard of Lindstrom's many a times. They were a bakery downtown that everybody went to, so we're looking forward to.
Thank you.
We need 2 motions, and then I'll open it up to the public if they have comments. I need the first motion is for the site and landscaping plan approval.
Motion to approve, number 1, Nero.
Second, Little.
Motion been made and seconded. Open to the public. I think there's a gentleman, Mr. Willis. I think you wanted to comment. I'll let you comment on any of these 2 items now.
On both items, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
It's on the same.
Yeah. No, I wanted to say I appreciate the new business downtown, and as a resident nearby to our downtown business district, I welcome having a new business, and so I ask that the board to approve.
And I'll call you back up for the
No,
other
sure.
one then.
No.
So, seeing no other questions, I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Time frame, any idea on?
Well, after tonight, we'll be able to go into permit review process for a building. We'll go through that process with the city. And we're going to go out for bids at the same time with our general contractors. Fingers crossed, all, speed being of the essence and everything falling into place. We'd like to put a shovel in the ground about May 1st.
Wow. Great.
And hopefully be open, well, we'll leave it up to our master baker. She'd like to be open before the holidays, but surely by the holidays later this year, we hope to be open.
Again, welcome.
Thank you.
I need another motion to downtown incentive program grant.
Motion to approve, number 2, Nero.
Second. Go ahead.
Second.
Brady.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the grant for $23,000 based on our criteria. Any comments, Trustee Barker?
Yeah, I'd just like to say I'm so happy that you took advantage of that program. Hopefully other businesses will do the same thing and, give a facelift. I understand you're a new business, and, I want you to know I've been waiting almost 2 years now for your bakery, so it's anything I can do to help, right? But I'm glad you took advantage of the program, and then I will talk to Mr. Hannafine and see if he felt that it worked the way we wanted it to.
I believe he will.
And I'd like to add on behalf of Beauty and the Baker, we appreciate the village offering this kind of incentive to business people who, this is a pretty big, tough nut for us to crack to go into this. You're gonna see something that you've never seen before. And I think you're gonna like it, and we appreciate your assistance. Thank you.
There has been some other interest for your information. They're just not at the point yet for
Yes.
award.
Yeah,
So.
we've got it quite a bit.
Good.
Any other comments? Anybody? Trustee Brady?
We haven't had a bakery in Westmont in many years. Lindstrom was the last one several years ago. Just to get everybody's taste bud ready, maybe you can put a sign up in the window, bakery coming soon. Just an idea. So people walking by and said, oh, that's gonna be a bakery someday. Just an idea.
Well, I think we've been talking with Larry, right? We were talking with Larry and with Joe during the summer. Now, when our facade is being...
Come over to the microphone so we make sure we hear you. I'm sorry.
I usually get yelled at because I talk too loud. Our facade work is going to necessitate a sidewalk closure for some time being. But we'd like to decorate the outside of that with a notice of what's going on inside. Once we take that down and our new front will be up, obviously we'll seal the windows so you can't see what's going in, but we'd still like to maybe do something, very nice and across the front saying coming soon. Maybe we have quite a few, if anybody's ever been out to our website, go out to our website, there's plenty of examples of our master baker's creativity, and so we might put some of that type of things up there as well. So we'll be talking with the village more about that when that comes up. Thank you.
Welcome.
And one more thing I want to add, I'm putting on my previous Westmont Main Street president hat that goes back to the late 90s. We put the parking lot on Lincoln, and you are utilizing your back entrance. That was one of the big things when Westmont Main Street was in town. We wanted our businesses to be able to utilize a back way to come on in. So I'm just really happy to see that you're doing that, because I think that's going to open the door for people to say this really works. And I'm really glad that you're doing that as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we saw it as an extremely opportune possibility for us to be able to take advantage of that feature that's back there, knowing fully well why you did it. I'm a classic car guy. I'm here all summer long. I go back to when it was me and 5 other guys in the bank parking lot before the village got along and took and embraced that and made it the heck of a weekly party that it is. I think it's a great event. I hope you guys like it as well. And we hope to capitalize from that as well. But yeah, we wanted that because the type of business we have, we're not a sit-down restaurant. We're a grab-and-go business, or you're there by appointment to make a special order for your loved one. You got a bar mitzvah or a communion or a wedding or something. So you're here to meet with the baker and get something custom made for you. We feel the customers, Cass Avenue is a busy street. There's a lot of businesses going on. We have a diner right across the street from us as well. So we saw a unique opportunity to be able to combine 3 things. Convenience for our customers, ADA accessibility on an accessible path, which Cass Avenue would not give us, even if we were accessible to get in. And thirdly was the ability for people to go, hey, I'm going to go down to the bakery because I know I can get a place to park, run in and get what I want, and then I can go across the street and do this, or I can go across the street and do that, and go on. And I don't have to cruise up and down Cass Avenue 2 or 3 times looking for a place to park. So we think it's going to be great. And we hope to see you all out there.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you. And just the Cruising Nights is our Westmont Special Events Corp. runs that. They're all volunteers, so I just put a plug in for Trustee Little, who is on that board. I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Parker.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Well, welcome again. Motion passes. Thank you. We'll move on to new business B. You can clap for him. You guys like a bakery.
Everybody's pumped.
Yeah. Now you're hungry.
We're hungry.
The whole Pavlov thing going on.
New business B, 2024 outdoor dining on public parkway grant. Board to consider an ordinance adopting the 2024 outdoor dining on public parkway grant program. I think either Manager May or Assistant Manager Parker can run with it.
I'm just going to add a little history of what got us to this point. We had how far back do you want me to go? So lessons learned from outdoor seating with COVID. We've created this pedestrian and plaza area that, you know, is suitable for outdoor dining in a permanent way. And you recently approved the license or the program for allowing outdoor dining on public properties and public right-of-ways. To inspire that and to kick that off, and part of the, not concern, but part of the interest with that was that how it was done was not, I don't want to say tasteful, but, you know, uniform and fitting with the area and kind of controlling what that environment might look like out front. So to do that, the requirements in the license is, you know, there's design guidelines and all that too, but these features are, you know, can be more expensive than what you could do, you know, cheaply, that we don't want to encourage out there in the first place. So you all agreed to, you know, create and promote this program to help kick this off. So for at least the, you know, 2024, Mr. Parker has, you know, designed what that incentive program, you know, will look like, can look like, and you cover that.
Sure. So I will say we based it very much off of the similar program that we'd had when we were doing some of the outdoor dining during the COVID time. So the grant application form, reimbursement form will look very similar. The grant will be a reimbursement covering 100% of the costs for the eligible items up to a cap of $5,000. We believe the places that are probably most likely to take advantage of this are the ones right here along Quincy Street. And we're looking at doing this just kind of at the beginning of the program, just as a kickoff for the program. So right now the program is set up to be for purchases between January and July 31st with submissions for the reimbursement on July 31st. And it's only for the physical equipment to put out there as well as the licensing fee for that license. Any questions?
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little.
Second, Simonovich.
Motion been made and second. Mr. Willis, let's get another time to come up and give your input.
Hello again. I have two small questions. So is there a limitation to what businesses are allowed to use it? So is it just the Burlington Street, or is it also Cass?
Well, one limitation's got to be a restaurant serving something. That's the first thing. And then, Spencer, you want to?
So the big part of this is it's if they're able to do the outdoor dining on a public parkway, that's where the license agreement comes in. So I don't think there's a lot of places besides Quincy where there's a lot of room on the public parkway for that dining. I don't know if you have any other thoughts on that.
No, that's just it. It's written to apply the grant, the incentive is different than the whole program. So the outdoor dining program, which was already approved, can apply anywhere, but it's got to meet certain criteria, and there's not a lot of opportunities right now for that, but it's accommodated.
Okay, thank you. And then for the, maybe this is a little bit on the program side, not the grant side, so forgive me. Is there a time frame? Is it permanent, or is it only approved for a certain you know, time frame during the year?
It's kind of annually and sort of in construction with the business license.
The ability to do the dining in general. This grant program is only for the kickoff of that program, so just for this first year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from anyone else? Board? Anybody? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. Moving on, we had a short agenda, miscellaneous. Anybody have anything to talk about? If not, then our attorney doesn't. No, well, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Nero.
Second, Little.
Motion been made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
And I want to thank everybody. This meeting is adjourned.